Today, I'm going to be building a hotel in The Sims 4 Adventure Awaits. Thank you so much to the EA Creator Network for the early access. Because it is early access, this is not final software. And because it's not final software, my username just here is going to be jumping around the screen, but there's unfortunately nothing I can do about that. By now, if you haven't already seen it, I posted a video playing in this hotel and running this hotel. So if you're interested to see how this actually works, go check that out. So in Adventure Awaits, we can actually set up custom community lots. It uses the same system as Getaways, so we can set up roles where each role has different tasks that they're gonna do and different things that they're gonna do throughout the rest of the day. So we can then use that same system here on a custom community lot to set up all sorts of different things. One of them, of course, is a hotel. Of course, it's not actually a hotel, but we can make it function pretty much like one. So I've loaded up the default cozy bed and breakfast schedule. This is one that The Sims has actually put in the game. So we click on that, and this will give us a default setup where we have 6 guests, 1 host, and 2 staff members. Our host is just whoever's going to be running the place and doing most of the things like tending the bar and cooking. The staff members are just here to clean, so think of them as like housekeeping. And then guests are obviously here to have a good time, drinking at the bar, eating, listening to music, dancing, and being friendly. So that's how they've set it up. And then we have a schedule over here. So there's just breakfast time, the staff are cleaning, the guests are drinking, eating, whatever they want to do. The host is making the food. Then there's free time. So this is just like the guests go out for the day. They could be in the lot. They could go somewhere else. Then there's dinner time, and then free time, and then sleepy time. So then the guests and the staff go to bed, right? It's as simple as that, really. You set up the schedule, you build the stuff for it, and it runs. And I'm really, really excited for this. Not just for this hotel setup, but I always try to run hotels in these packs. So we're gonna try in this one too. So with that all said, this pack is based heavily off New Zealand with some inspiration from Australia. So I'm gonna be building a classic hotel that we have here, which is like a pub in combination with a hotel. So we'll have mostly a bar, restaurant area, and then some rooms and stuff upstairs. And then obviously assorted other things. We'll add a gym, maybe some other things here and there, but that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is just build the shape. I'm not sure exactly the shape I'm going for here, but I think we definitely need a main building section, which I actually think I'm gonna make this smaller, maybe small walls. And then I think I'll probably raise it up and we'll have like a front porch. I think I might bring this back a bit. This might be too big. We'll push and pull as we go through this. Then I want to have a section off to the side, of course, looking good. And then upstairs, we're gonna go to there, and then this will come along to here. Okay, all right, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's a good shape. It's really basic, but you know, it's got to fit a lot in here. So now I want to do a front balcony. I think I'm going to make it pretty big. Oh, that's 4 and this is 3. I'm wondering if we do one here as well. I think I'm going to lower the building down, and then because I don't actually want a fence on this lower level. I was just doing it to get the floor there. But we have the fence on the upper level, and then I actually kind of want to make this have a little bit more thickness to it, just a little bit like that. Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to get rid of this bit. I think what I'll do instead is this is actually going to come forward quite a bit, and we're going to push this back in. Make it a bit smaller. And then I'm gonna do a balcony here, I think. All right, let me get a roof on this thing because I think that's gonna help me inform this a lot. So I'm gonna get a roof on this big main section here. Then we need a porch roof. This is why I gotta sort of do all these roofs because I gotta see how this is actually gonna work. Because we gotta make sure it actually joins in properly and looks okay. Because like this, see how like on the sides there, it looks a bit funny. So I think what I'll do is I'll just extend the whole building like this and just have the porch shorter. I'll bring this out a little bit. Okay, now we can sort of start adding a few things because obviously it's gonna look a little bit blank. So I think what we need to do is like maybe here in the middle, like if this is just part of the building. No, I'm gonna do it over here. I'm gonna have this part of the building over here, and then we're gonna adjust how this section works. This is a very crucial step, the roof. Figuring out how it works. I'll tell you what, messing around with roofs and getting it right, or getting it just how you want it anyway, can be very tough. I'm sure you guys know. I think I still need to go this way a little bit more so this joins properly. There you go. Now that joins in seamlessly. You can see that looks a bit funny there, but that's okay because there'll be a roof over that in a second. The eave of this actually extends into this gap, but I'm wondering, what if I just like chuck a chimney there? Like I don't know what I'm actually gonna do with it, but like, what if this was just a chimney? Like if I just do a shorter one maybe, like this, and then we put one of the chimney pieces in there, that could could work. Maybe it's a bit of a random spot for one, but we're messing around. So like just put that there for now. All right, this back section, I think we got to do like one of these kind of roofs, just a nice low angle. And I think that maybe we just bring this in and just not have it as big there. Okay, and then this roof, can we just extend that back then? Or is that going to be too big now? It does get considerably taller. What if we cut out a section here? Wait, where does that go to? To there. I don't know, just to add a different architectural element just to break it up and then get another one of these on this side. How do we deal with this transition? Do we just do another chimney? It worked on the other side. Honestly, not a bad idea, because if this is an old building, it would have multiple chimneys. So honestly, not a terrible idea. Because then this also just opens up an interesting shape here. We can then cut that out. Oops, cut that out, and we'll have this as some sort of outdoor space there. It means we can roof this whole section separately, and then this would slide into there. And then instead here of having that roof issue, I think I'll just bring this around or just join to where the chimney is. Because actually that's gonna solve a lot of problems, and I might just do the same on the lower level. And then we can just bring this out to the, actually that could go all the way through that. Hang on, let me redo this. Because this will actually look pretty good, I reckon. And then I might do, I feel like I need another detail here, where maybe this is diagonal, just this little corner bit. Okay, and then I think I'd have to sort of adjust this little front porch area as well. And then I feel like, is this maybe looking too big out this way? Maybe this needs to, maybe the bottom, I put the bottom fence back. I actually think that's, get rid of the fence, because that makes it look bigger than it is. I think I need some more of these as well on the roof. Yeah, that looks better. Those little roof details. Okay, let me paint this up, because it's gonna be brick. I don't think I'll use these. I do like these. I think, well, maybe part of it can be this, but this kind of looks too fancy for what I'm trying to do. Like it basically just needs to be brick, like this, or one of these. I don't know if that brick looks too nice. Like, is it too clean? I guess I don't fully know the exact furnishing I'm going for right now. Like maybe we need to do that brick more. Or this one, maybe that one, just because the color is a bit, actually, do I like that color more or less? Or this one. It just looks a bit dull though, doesn't it? I think that's the problem, the color. Maybe that one then. Hang on, I think I also need to change the roof. We gotta pop on the new roof. Has to be lighter than that because that color's too dark. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna go for. It's like the slightly nicer looking bricks, but I think the color looks a bit better. And I did a little bit more siding on this back section here because I feel like that suits it. And then I think the rest is pretty good. I mean, I might change it as I'm sort of fitting it out a bit, but I think that's the general look. It's a big building, but I don't think it looks like it's out of place or anything. Like it doesn't look too big for the area. It's still only a 2-story structure. It is big, and we're gonna have a lot of space inside, which I think is good. We're just gonna make sure the outside looks good too. Also the fencing, I don't know what's going on here. Why is it? It's got such weird gaps in it. Let me see if I can redraw that. Really? Really, game? The auto like pillars are so weird because like look at this. If I just join this, it's like, oh, I'll do this. And then if I join this, it's like, oh, now we're doing this. We've got one big section over here. Ugh, that's better. That is better. That's not perfect, but it's not gonna be because it's not a perfect spacing. Anyway. Right, so let's go ahead and what am I doing with the actual section down here? I guess the question is, should I just move it so we're only one step off the ground? Because then we still get that front porch look, but then I don't have to worry about doing stairs because I can just walk up that. Because I think if I add stairs on the sort of lower section, it's gonna look a little bit messy. So I think that'll be better because then I can also extend our porch to just come out a little bit. And I still don't actually know if I want that section there. I think I might get rid of that, but then we can have external flooring. I'm just putting this down for now. I don't know what I'm actually gonna put here. What else what do we have in the environment? It's just a lot of stone and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so I've just sort of done some flooring here. I think I kind of like these terracotta tiles. It feels of the period, perhaps. What I might want to do is get some ceiling on those. Oh, actually, we could do the decking as a ceiling. Oh, this is such a good, actually, this is a really good thing for the ceiling of porches and stuff. Is there one that's a little bit more, yeah, more faded. That one looks too nice. Because that will just actually kind of look, hang on, let me go underneath. I got to do it to the roof as well, but like, oh, that's kind of cool. We also got to do some trims and stuff. Now, you might also be wondering sort of why I did do a platform there. I just kind of wanted it to look a little bit thicker. That's not to say that it's going to look good. We might need to change that, but we'll see. Because if I do like a floor trim there on that one and on this one, then we need to do a platform edge as well. Well, that's not bad actually. If we go maybe the more faded one too, make it look a little bit older, like a gray. And then I want to do a floor trim around the edge of the balcony roofing too, because there's a few little kind of gaps. I don't know if it's going to help, but you can see very small in that little gap there, and that's going to annoy me. So I don't know if it's going to look good if I do this, but I'm going to try. And the way we can do a floor trim is by getting our floor piece here and putting it up on this level and just covering this level with flooring. So now this whole upper level is actually a floor. I do it the gray so it kind of matches. Oh, there we go. So now we have like the trim there on the edge and they're here. So you can't actually see through that gap anymore. It's blocked by the floor trim, which is such a minuscule issue. Most of you will probably never worry or care about that, but that's something I like to do. The back is looking a little bland. We'll get to that, but we're still working on the front. We do have this white fence, which does look pretty fancy because it's quite nice. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not trying to make this look old or run down. I'm trying to make it look old. But it's not supposed to be run down or anything. So I might just go for this white, which is more, well, it's like a light gray. So it's just, it still looks like it was white, but it's maybe just a little bit older, gives a bit more character to it. Okay, now we need little columns because I have not done that yet. Do we do these columns or these columns? These maybe look a little bit more cabiny. Or maybe these columns actually, this might even be better, this kind of thing. My question is, do I just go where the little pillars are? Yeah, that probably makes sense. I feel like I need one over here too, but it kind of looks, I don't know if that looks weird with the gap, but okay. That's pretty cool. I feel like that works. Is that the right color though? But yeah, I think if I go the gray, it's gonna look a little too drab. Yeah, no, I think the white is the right choice. So the columns still look quite fresh, but the fence is a little toned down. There's also a gap of 3 in the middle of that one, so it's both the same. They have this like sort of middle gap. Well, maybe we can use that somehow. Put something there. Okie dokie. So let's do the main entrance, at least to the hotel space. I feel like this door could be nice. Ooh, I kind of like the red. How often do we get to use the red door? And I was kind of imagining that this maybe would be where like the restaurant bar area is. So then this is kind of like you come in and then this is also still like the lobby area, but like our restaurant bar is sort of more over that way. So if that's my fireplace, should we just commit and put a fireplace there? Okay, windows. Thinking something just like that. We have some larger windows down the bottom, smaller ones up the top, and I added this sort of little bay window area just there, so it's a little bit more interesting. And I like this sort of red color scheme, at least on the front. And then over here, so yeah, I was thinking this, like I said, this lower section as like the pub area. So then this should have its own entrance as well. So that's what I did here. I actually did 3 doors on the front and 2 smaller windows because those are supposed to just be like windows. I tend to like using a lot of doors sometimes for spaces that should be more almost indoor outdoor. So the idea is like, yes, these are windows, but also of course they're doors that you can just walk. And you do get a nice view out to the water because I mean, there is a lovely view out there. I mean, they're not the best windows, but we'll have some nice views from up here and I guess wherever we're putting the rooms. So let me go back to the layout because I think obviously I haven't done all the windows yet. This is taking me a while. I'm considering all my options. Let's figure out the layout. So I definitely think we need, I mean, the entrance actually doesn't need to be that big. Like really, it's just a place to come into the building and then to get to other places in the building. So maybe like that. Then I need some nice stairs. Let me get some lights in here so we can see what the heck is going on. Because this is a big building. So I gotta make sure I'm doing what makes sense. So I'm leaving room here so you can go this way into the pub and bar area. Maybe like a nice big archway like that or something. And then maybe we can have, how do I want to do the stairs? Maybe just over there like that. Maybe I'll even push them back a little bit. Hang on, if I move these back, they leave a bigger gap here for a doorway again. Maybe the same kind of one. Is that too big? Because I'm thinking maybe we can do like a front desk there. And I was thinking maybe we can get bathrooms back here because this is a pretty good like little cutout space for it. If I allocate like this for bathroom space, this is just like a little hallway to get to it. Front desk is kind of, I mean, this is really just decorative. I wonder if it should be just a little, maybe just like line it up a little bit better with the stairs. It might look weird because it doesn't line up like that, but I'm going to use that to put a computer there. So it's like a little gap there to get in. It's our little front desk area, and I'll obviously style that up, but I'm just trying to work on the layout right now to see what makes sense. So then up here, I think we do this, remove that floor. So this is our little open section to the lower level, and obviously readjust all these walls. That's actually the chimney, so I'll keep that stack there. I think I'll just do a wall there, maybe. Cut that off there. I might open this up because this will probably be like, I don't know, lounge space of some descript. Okay, so then if this is all up a hallway, just like that, when it comes to rooms, how much room do I have for rooms? And how big do I want the rooms to be? Probably not that big, but I feel like we could do 4 like this. Okay, and then this is a tiny little pokey hallway. I could make it bigger, but I kind of like pokey hallways, but maybe I'll make it a bit bigger. So that's a smaller room, that's all right. That's a sort of long room and then 2 rooms at the back there. This window at the front does need to be readjusted, but that's okay. I think, how am I gonna do this? Maybe we'll just do like a couple windows there and then like a couple for this room as well, maybe. Because I think the balcony means the windows don't all have to look exactly the same, I think, between floors. Might just do that. That's probably all right. Okay. And then, okay, so we got those over there. Do a smaller matching archway, but just like that. And don't worry about all the colors. We'll figure that all out. Okay, then over this way, I'm not really sure what that's going to be. I haven't figured that out yet. I mean, it could be a tiny room, but I didn't think I'd do that. Oh, we could have it maybe as an access to outside. Actually, maybe that's a good idea. We could do like, almost like this is the fire escape. Unfortunately, we don't have the exit signs like from get to work. But yeah, we could have a set of stairs there or something. I don't know how that's going to lay out, but I'm just playing around with that at the moment. Actually, I'll probably use this door, the back door. We'll figure that out. Okay. And then I still don't know what that is. Okay, so then rooms here, we'd probably want 2 at the front. Maybe we can get like a nice corner room here. Actually, that front room becomes really small very quick. I mean, I guess that's okay because we can do some single rooms or something. And if that's the hallway continued, we can do rooms like that. So we still have 4 over there, 4 over there, albeit some smaller ones, but I think that's okay. So it means we have 8 rooms. So if we had specifically 8 guests, that would work. Or we can do, you know, the rooms can have more than 1 bed in them. It just means every guest that we have has to have at least 1 bed for themselves. I don't know if couples will automatically share a bed. I guess it's possible that they do, but I think each individual sim needs space. So I think this is working though. I mean, I guess that could just be another bathroom or something. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, but I think that's good. We've got 8 hotel rooms and then just like public space. And then hotel, restaurant, bar, which I gotta figure out where that's gonna go. What we could do is maybe section this off like that. So you can still get to the bathroom from the restaurant bar area, but then I'm gonna actually cut this bit off. And then this can be like the kitchen area because we'll have like a bar here somewhere. Maybe wrap around. No, actually no, because that's gonna be entrance to the toilet. But yeah, bar here somewhere. And then we have the kitchen back there so we can serve food as well. Okay, then we'll figure that out more closely later. Then the other things I want is a gym, and I need somewhere for my sim to also live and sleep. So that's gonna be probably back here. Maybe even back in this little section that's been added on. Like this can be our house back here. Okay. All right, so over here, what I've done is I've turned this little section into just another little hallway, and then that'll have a door here. This is gonna be our gym, and I'll probably do like treadmills here at the front, or maybe the bikes or something. And then, yeah, so gym equipment in there. We'll definitely do the spin bikes. And then this is like a little shower room. So because there's no cubicles in this pack or base game, I'm just gonna do individual little rooms like this. I'll probably do toilet, shower, because obviously we need showers for the gym. So we'll have that in there and then some sinks here. And I thought we'd just do like one of those little privacy walls there. I don't know, thought it was kind of interesting. And then because there was a chimney here, I figured I'd make that part of my house. So my house is sort of coming around here now. And then this is gonna be like, I guess, a little staff corridor area. So I'll be able to get in here or whatever. That's kind of the idea. So now let's start coloring and furnishing. Now these old pubs always had like this carpet, like old sticky carpet. I don't think we really have what I'm after. I definitely want it to be more, hang on. They're always like super textured. I guess probably to hide spills and stuff, right? There's absolutely nothing like it in the game. Maybe in other packs, I'm not even sure. It's basically like this, but on the whole floor, maybe like that scale. Like the whole thing would be textured like that. Or like this, but maybe not that color, but if you just have a texture everywhere like that. I kind of wish we had that. So I could do like this, like a red, which I don't actually hate that. I know you might be thinking that looks terrible, but it's kind of the vibe of these places. Yeah, because this is a little bit too, no, these aren't right. Let's try the red. Let's start with the red. Well, I might be able to use some of this paneling around the place. I don't want to use it everywhere because I think it's going to be too much, but like that plus with like the wallpaper. Oh, actually the wallpaper could be good too. Not everywhere, but yeah, in certain places. Oh, actually this is kind of good. Yeah, basically this. Dude, this is it. We could maybe do the terracotta tiles just in the entranceway because then, and maybe toward the gym, just to break it up so it's not all the red carpet. Maybe just the red carpet in there. Yeah, I think that actually looks pretty, well, good for what I'm trying to do. This is great. Does this have something that's gonna go? Yeah, I mean, it's all just kind of dark stuff like that. And then the ceiling, no, it probably wouldn't be this wood decking, but we could do like just a dark. They'd usually just have a dark ceiling maybe. I don't know what it's gonna look like though, so I'm gonna put this in and I wanna have a look. It's actually probably too dark. Yeah, it looks kind of black, which, did I pick black? No, it is actually just a dark brown, but it's like way too dark. Maybe just a gray. Let me try that. The gray kind of seems too light now. What the heck? Dang it. Yeah, just kind of not the right gray. Maybe this, like the cork. Or what is this actually? Tan bark, which would definitely not be a ceiling, but I always think it kind of looks like a cork. It's hard to say. honestly. If I do that wall with it, it looks really like compressed at the moment. I think I need to add more windows in here because it's hard to tell what it's actually going to look like. But I think that's the vibe I'm going for. Because yeah, obviously we need to have like an outdoor space as well. And I need windows all down this side as well because that's just not. How do I stack these? That's pretty good. Does this fit like right there? It kind of does. What do we reckon about that if I like stack them? It's not bad. All right, let's figure this out. What if I put it like 4 of them together? They do like glitch a little bit, but honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I definitely think there needs to be like a fireplace here as like a centerpiece because otherwise it looks very, I don't know, just there's a big wall. It needs something on it. Sure, there you go. And then outside, oh, it's kind of weird. Oh, actually that might help break up this top section too. I'll do the same chimney we got on the outside where we've got these ones. Yeah. So if this is then going to be here, okay, we could even just leave it like that and have it not have the and not even have the building come out to that bit. It's kind of interesting. Have like a little gap so you can see through. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't mind that. And I don't mind another chimney, honestly. It looks pretty good. Okay, so that goes there. Actually, yeah, I like these windows like that. And if the glitching's annoying, we can always just do this. And quite frankly, that looks good too. But I kind of like them together maybe. Although they do take up maybe visually a bit more room this way. And actually they're centered a little bit better with the gaps. Hang on, let me actually place these properly because right now they are not. They should be there and there. Yeah, because now they're placed evenly on that wall. Okay, so we can do the bar like this is what I'm thinking. And I've just put that there because that's just a placeholder. So this comes around here and then we can have a door to the bathroom here. But then I was also thinking one from the main lobby area can sort of join through there. So you don't have to like walk out to go around. Or it might be messy there, so we might just leave it on the other side. I'm not sure yet. But we have our bar there, and then we have the kitchen back there. And then I just need to create a outer deck area at the back. Let me just lift all this up, and then I'll figure out the shape and all that later. So I'm gonna have the door from the kitchen also come out here, so it's just like a straight shot there. They can come out here, and we'll probably put some bins just here. And if you have eco lifestyle, a dumpster would be great there. I think we could even maybe like just lock these doors for my own sim to come through, so I can like quickly get around from here up to there. And then actually a door because my house is here. I'm trying to figure out what the layout is here. Actually, I kind of like this. I was gonna do a fence, but I was like, we could actually just do a wall. I was gonna do a half wall, but then I'd put dirty plates on it. But if we do a full wall, then even when we go cutaway walls on this level, they disappear, and you can kind of see it there. And then we just do, again, another door here that comes out. I was thinking, because then we could have a door in here that goes into my place. So it's like this weird like inner courtyard thing. I might actually bring it out a little bit like this. And then this would go to there. I don't know if there's too many doors in this place, but then that door comes out here to the main public seating space, which would have these doors too. Let's have a look. How do I want to do this? One there, like 3 doors maybe. Maybe not one there. We'll have something on the wall there. But how do we like, because I was going to do, maybe instead of a roof, I was going to do like a, pitched roof, but maybe we just do a fake like trellis roof that we used to always do. I mean, I guess I could even do a tin roof like that, but I think it might look better just like one of these. Yeah, like that. Okay. And then we can have like this. So we'll have some seating up here and then some down here. Then we need to have some big tree for sure that provides nice shade. Yeah, like we can just do the big willow tree. Oh no, actually not. Oak tree, not a willow tree. This is the willow tree. But no, I'm gonna do the oak tree. Maybe that way? Or we could do this one with the lights on it. No. Yeah, we have that there, so you get nice shade, but it's also not quite in my way. And then I've done this fence because that's like, this is gonna be my back garden here, and then this is like the bar and restaurant area. Topiary. So there's gonna be a few plants to fill in that little gap. Yeah, this is looking good. All right, I'm not gonna go too crazy back there just yet. Let's keep working on the layout and colors and all that kind of stuff. So for the bathroom area, how do I actually want to get in there? Like I kept saying maybe a door here would be good. I mean, I think it is good having one from the actual bar. And I guess we could just do one here. That was basically my idea. So you can get to it from the entrance or not. And then it's just in here. Like it's not crazy or anything. We can just do that. Very drab, but you know, gets the point across. Okay, layout wise, again, we don't have cubicles or anything like that. So I think I'll either just have to do individual little ones like that, or do I make them just bigger? Like we can just have like a 2x2 and then maybe a 2x3 little stall. I don't think we need that many toilets, especially because every room is probably gonna have a bathroom as well, you know? So it's gonna start getting to be a lot of bathrooms. I'm getting beautiful wall lights in here. Like I said, this is not like supposed to be a rundown place. It's just old, you know? So there's some old stuff here. It doesn't look great, but it's not falling apart. I will give them, I was thinking we could do like a mirror here on your way out, might be nice. This small archway does not have the matching, it does not have that wood tone for some reason. So I cannot get the same tone. So maybe I'd change these ones just so we can match them. Bit odd, but anyway, I was gonna put it here because I don't need another door there. I'm gonna put a window just there underneath the stairs because that's the only place I can get a window. I mean, I guess that's all I need in there. Like, I was thinking about decorating it, but honestly, this lot is gonna be so big, I don't think I really want to decorate it. Now, something that these bars sometimes do is have tiles around the actual bar as well. I wonder if we can do, oh, this could be it. I think I need to move the bar out like a smidge just so that the spacing is even, like this. Yeah. And actually that'll probably leave a bit more room over there too. The black and white tile around it. Oh, it's still a bit more like space on this side, so it'd have to be like there for even spacing. But then the corner kind of gets cut off, so maybe we just do that. Okay, let's do some lighting. Okay, I need to, do we have other bar backs in this? Because I'm just using this one because it's in this category. We get so many of them in other packs, but does the base game even really have them? That's not really a bar backing. And that's also not base game. Not that it matters, but miscellaneous? Is that where they are? Maybe base game didn't have them. Statues? I guess we had like these in base game, but did we not have? I mean, I guess we didn't. Dang. All right, maybe I do need to just use this one then. You get a couple of these. They don't look great with like the corrugated section down there. Is there a different color that's like a little bit nicer? I mean, it's not great, but you know, it is what it is. This wall back here though, I feel like probably should be not like wallpapered behind. I guess I could just do the wood maybe, it might be better behind the bar area. Like that. Okay, now the next thing I need to do, we need to do seating. Now, obviously a real place, we'd be packed out in here, but I kind of feel like I don't want to overdo it because then there will just be too much seating and it would just be over the top. So I think what we're gonna do, let's do a little couch area here. I'm gonna try and minimize how much seating we actually have. Oh, and you know what we need? We need darts. Dart. Here we go. We need darts. Where should we put it? In front of the doors? Here by the bathroom door. I mean, there's not really anywhere else for it to go. It kind of has to go in one of those areas. Either in front of the doors or like here. I can put it there, then maybe just not have this chair. I'll put it over this side. Because yeah, we got to have dartboard for sure. You can't not. That's ridiculous. We're going to do a rug on the carpet for more texture. I have to figure out what lighting I'm doing in here, but I'll just use these for now. Okay, so we've got that. So we don't actually have any dining seating yet, which we definitely do want as well. Do we have bar tables? I guess we don't, because this is base game, like the high top tables. But I think I'll do maybe one of these over here, and then maybe just two over here. Like, is that enough? I think that might be enough. Well, we'll see. It might look ridiculous, but we'll see. These new chairs actually, I feel like work really well. They're kind of bulky too. Actually, we can probably get these above each table. Oh, maybe one over here as well. I think if we put one here, then we have like some big decoration over here, like just a plant or something just to fill that space. I think it'll work. Because even still, this is a lot of seating and I'm going to be adding more seating outside. So maybe we could even reduce it a bit more than that. I'm not sure yet. I'll get these in. Actually, what we could do maybe is a good idea. Maybe this table, instead of a table, is a cards table. Yeah. Because then it's still a table and still has seating, but we can use it for games. I'll get rid of that. Yeah. Can I make it a bit more subtle? Maybe the green, I don't know. It kind of sticks out a bit. Anyway, so that's over there. Then we could also do, I just saw the chess table is probably a good idea as well. Maybe that can be tucked in on that wall over there. Because then I can push these back in this way a bit more. And I'm gonna go like a chess table back over here. Maybe this one, because it looks, probably blends in more if we just go wood. Because it's like, oh, look, it's another dining table. But no, it's a chess table. But then it like overall is starting to look like there's more seating in here than there really is. Which is the idea, because we don't want to, the thing is, too much seating is never gonna be filled. Don't love this table right there. I think it actually needs to be off to the side. Because you kind of need to see, that's probably better. And then I think if we do a couple bar stools there, just makes it a bit more interesting looking in without that table right in the way. Okay, that's kind of good. It's very dark in some areas because I'm using those terrible lights, which I'm doing on purpose, obviously. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. Obviously, we could do some more decorations and wall decorations and stuff, but overall, I'm happy with that. We could try using these new curtains. The downside is they don't have a curtain rail that you can add. But like if I add these in, it would have to be like that. And I've got a dartboard there, so I can't put a curtain there. Or maybe we should just do it on this side, or maybe we just don't do these. This place looks like it would smell and have sticky carpet. And that's perfect. Little fern there. There you go. These seats are maybe a little extra, I'm going to be honest. Maybe we can change them to, I was kind of hoping they had, if that was like in a red color. Do the darker color. Nah, we'll just leave it. They're the new chair, so we'll have fun with them. All right, let's get some stuff on the wall. There's actually not that much wall space, to be honest. It's actually pretty full. You can get this over here, but you can't even see it. Yeah, let's get a light. There you go. Get that there. These are actually good little posters. They're actually fitness posters, but I feel like they just kind of look like, I don't know, little maybe beer posters or something. Just the style of them, I feel like fits well. Obviously, if you look closely, you can see that they're like workout posters, but that's fine. Well, there's a couple things up on the wall there. Not really going to see those. Oh, we should definitely have some sort of notice board, maybe in the lobby area. Just maybe here. Actually, this is perfect. The little set of keys. Hang on, this is like perfect for a hotel. There you go. There's the room keys. They can get your key for your room right there. And then we're going to have the little check-in computer. Just there. Oh, we can have like a little sign-in book. There you go. It's the old-fashioned way you have to sign in with pen and paper. Lovely looking area in here. Isn't this beautiful? Very pretty. Okay, nice little lobby area. Okay, that's good. It doesn't need to be anything more than that. You walk in here, got the bathrooms there. This is where you can get your drinks. I guess let me do the little kitchen area because this is where we'll make food. So we'll make it a quality kitchen. A nice commercial kitchen space. Where do I want to do everything? Got a decent fridge, but not the best fridge. We'll go decent. We've got a dishwasher. We'll also get a sink. I know, that's pretty luxurious. We'll get a nice stove here. Like this is good quality stuff. A microwave, not too crazy quality, but we'll get that one over there. Blender. The problem is the blender only, like, I realize you could only blend smoothies for yourself. You can't make a serving of them. So I don't think I'll bother with that. We could do a coffee pot just out here that customers can use. Oh, we should do like a buffet area because we're going to serve food. I guess I'm going to pop food up over here. So maybe if I put the coffee machine next to the bathroom door, put the coffee machine here somewhere. Because if I put food here, then they can make their own coffee. I don't like that one. Let's use this one. That's better. Yeah, then come get their coffee. And there's like a little hot chocolate station. Don't worry about the bathroom door. That's inconsequential. So yeah, so some hot chocky, coffee. That's our little breakfast buffet area. I don't think bricks for the wall in here makes a lot of sense. I might change that. Do the black and white, so it's like that. Is that too? Well, I guess I'm never gonna see it, so who cares? Yeah, that's all right. And I guess, well, I've got a bin out there. I don't know if I need to do a small bin in the kitchen. I don't think there's any point. That's probably all I need, right? Oh, you know what? No, I definitely need more than that. Get a fire alarm. In fact, let's also get burglar. And you know what? No, let's live on the edge. Let's not do a burglar alarm. Sometimes it's a bit fun. Anyway, so fire alarm in there. That makes sense. Anywhere else there could be a fire so far? Oh, maybe in here, actually. I should probably get one in here. And maybe in here as well. You know what? There could be a fire anywhere. Okay, I'm liking this. I can't wait to play this lot. Okay, so we've got kitchen for food. We've got the bar for drinks. Oh, we should probably get music for entertainment because that is one of the things that we can set them to do. Where do we want to put that? It's over here. We should do a jukebox. Maybe over here. Well, hang on. I want them to have room for it, like to dance and stuff. Kind of needs to be like here's where you would dance, but do I put it there? No, that doesn't make sense. What if this table moves more that way and this one goes more this way? Then we have it in the middle. I know we've got doors there, but we can just block it a door. Maybe remove a couple chairs on this one because we don't need like 4 seats on every table. We might put one there though. We could have it there. I know it's like literally in front of that door, but that door is not to be used. That door doesn't exist. In fact, there, we've got that in front of it. We can use the other 2 doors. And then they have room here to dance. Okay. All right. So moving over to the gym, beautiful hotel gym. So I'm going to have like these sort of rubber tiles down the bottom because obviously we're going to have the weights in here, right? So a nice soft floor for that, but I didn't like the flat transition between the two. So if we just raise this up, I need platform edge version like that. Actually, maybe that one's better. Then we can have like this lowered section here. No. I hate when you do half walls, it just undoes it. It's like, nah, I'll do it like this. And I want this wall to be brick, but then we'll have the other walls, hopefully something nicer. I'm not really sure what to do in here. Well, I need more windows for one. So because the side of the building at the moment is just blank. I kind of feel like I need junk on it. Oh, maybe like these. I think this will help actually, because it's just going to look really flat on the side right at the moment. So I could do 4 windows on each floor like that. And then what if we get this? I'll lower the windows because I think they're a little high. Those are pretty big. Also, the windows are clearly not spaced evenly the way these have been placed. That's okay. I shall fix that. Because this one, I guess, is in a weird spot. I guess it should be there, probably the problem. But then the question is, yeah, it's that one. I was trying to figure out which one it was. Do we keep it like this? Or do we scale it down and just have smaller ones? That probably looks better. And then maybe if I can just get the I just think I need a trim between the floor, like here. Break it up a little bit. Oh, hang on, just that bit. And maybe I can lower these down so they're not so high up. And then my theory is maybe if I just get some plants here to make it look a little bit, or a tree. Wait, do we have these trees in this world? I like to match the world. Also, I don't know why at the moment when I zoom out, all the trees are like 2D. They should be looking normal like that. I don't know, when my camera's just here, it's glitching out. So that's fun. Anyway. I don't think we have any of these. It's more like these kind of pine trees. I'm thinking, what if we just shove a tree here? Because honestly, that'll just block the view and make it look a lot better. Honestly, I think that does look a lot better. I might get rid of that hedged row because I don't think that makes a huge amount of sense. And I can get another one over here maybe, just to help the facade a bit. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. That solves the window problem. So now back in here, we can sort of work with that. I kind of like this for the, the gym wallpaper. And then the bathroom, I was using this in the other one. So I'm going to use the same one here. Oops. And all the same doors as well. So here, look, there's a lot of doors. Dolls? I was saying stalls. Stalls and dolls. So we're going to go toilet. I guess I'll do toilet, and shower. Yeah, that makes sense. I would use the new shower, although I don't think it makes particularly much sense in here, so I don't think I will. Use the cheapest one. Oh, the light kind of gets messed up because it gets stuck behind the shower. I'm gonna swap the lights to be above the door then. Okay, looking good. I guess I'll do the same setup I had in the other room because it was just, I did 2 of these and then I had an end piece. Oh, I gotta turn on the manual mode. I'll do a little end piece. There you go. You know what? I'll even give him a little fern. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Same mirrors. I think I need to move this because that's going to be in the way. So there. Okay. Yeah. Simple. But that's the bathroom there. Little showers for the gym area. And then you come in here. I guess I need a door for the gym. I currently do not have one. I might just use these actually. Oh, actually it definitely looks more like outdoorsy. Maybe this one. We can have that there. And then I was thinking like, I don't know, maybe a little bench in here. I don't know, just change your shoes or something. I know it's like right in front of the door. Maybe I'll move it over a little bit. A little bit more room. It also looks fancier than I want it to because we don't really have many options. This one has firewood under it, so this one doesn't make much sense. Anyway, that's there. Okay, we definitely need the weights. I'm gonna put those over here. I feel like that's a nice little corner for them. A little free weights just there. Should we have archery? Just have that in here. No. Now I want to do, this takes up a lot more space than I kind of thought it would, but that's okay. But I did the instructor bike. It actually might be okay just here, although then the free weights are not in a good spot. Maybe I'll move those. So I found, at least in my gameplay, it seems like only 5 people really can be in a spin cycle class at a time. So I think as long as we get 5 bikes around the area, it should be all right. Not a great position for that one, but maybe if I go this way, actually, this might work better. It might be able to fit. It just looks weird because of how I have to squish it in. I guess maybe I shouldn't squish it in then. Maybe squishing is not the way to go. So then we can have a spin cycle class just there. It's a little close, you know, they're kind of kissing at the front there, but actually I might be able to, oh, no, I can't. Okay, whatever. I don't even know if they can get to that treadmill with how it's placed at the weights machines there, but I'm just trying to fit in as much as I can in here. Can this fit over here? Oh, no. Can I get another one of these? Because they're cool. Yeah. I think you only need one and multiple Sims can share it, but whatever. Make it all red. The red gym. Yeah. I think maybe that's too much though. Like, is it too red? Maybe we should alternate. Okay, it's a bit of fun. Red and blue around the place. Okay. I think this room I will just use spotlights in because it kind of just needs good lighting rather than fancy looking lighting. Now, watch dirty plates accumulate on the half wall there, but whatever. Okay, so that's our gym. I mean, I think that's all it needs, to be honest, right? Got all the equipment. We've got the little shower area just there. And with that, we finished, I think, like the interior of the commercial space downstairs. Obviously, there's this little spot and then my house, but then we're gonna do all the rooms upstairs as well. So why don't I go ahead and get, I don't have a regular door. Oh, I was using this. I don't have like a normal, this door. Let's use this door. But I might change it to the same color. Oh, I just want to put it next to the other door so I can see the color, but I can't. Dang it, there's no wall. Here we go. I just want to match it to that color. Yeah. I'm going to use that. This is going to be a door to like my house area, I suppose. Or I guess, well, whoever's here, whoever's owning it. It's just a long hallway. I don't know. Okay, so then back here, this is kind of the house zone. I'm trying to think of it. So that's going to be a fireplace, which I definitely will utilize. I'm going to put a fireplace there. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to use the smaller one because that's way too big. Nice little old fireplace. That's cute. Actually, the good thing is because we're transitioning into this back area, I can use, because I wanted to use these windows because I feel like they feel a little older, especially for this portion of the building. But then it looked weird on the brick because we already have those windows there. So if I just don't put a window there, it just means that this has no windows back there. It's kind of strange. Like it's just a A dark hole with no windows. I mean, it's perfect for like a bedroom or something, but again, there's no windows, so that is a problem. I could maybe just put that one there and maybe do one up here as well. Does that fit here? If I go like this and scale? Yeah, just to sort of carry on that. And then at least there is a window there, and then that is a room that we can use. So how do I want to do this? Because this is just a weird hallway, which I think is fine. This building is weird. And then I'll come through here, living space. Maybe we can do bathroom here. I like the window there though. I'm gonna put that back with move objects. Let's bb.move objects. That'll be a bathroom. I'm thinking maybe this could just be hallway, but I don't know if I need another hallway. I'm just trying to figure out the layout because really it's just a 1-bedroom place. Then we have a kitchen, which maybe that's the kitchen then. And then this is just a living space here. And then what I could do, so that is like a hallway, but I could just have an archway like that. So it's just like kind of part of the room, but it's kind of separate. I might do like the double window thing here. Oh, it kind of looks weird next to this door though, because the door's not full height. Actually, what I could do to make it look like it makes sense, pop this over it, because then it kind of looks, you don't know how tall the door is and it kind of works. From the inside you can tell, but I think it's nice to have that bigger window here. And we just have less windows there, but so like we have a lot of sort of light and stuff going this way. We can check on the bar, see what's going on over there. Where's that smaller archway? Grab this one, put that here somewhere. And I think just wood flooring throughout. Okay. And then where's that, this thing? Yeah, I just want this by my door. I guess I might be coming in the back door though. I don't know, maybe I'll put it there. I guess this whole area is almost like a mudroom space. Maybe I'll actually tile it and just have it like that. Like it's kind of gross. Like it's almost like part of the bathroom because it's literally between the 2 public bathrooms. So I don't know, maybe that's what it is. I'm gonna get another light. I should put this one above the door maybe. I like the new wallpaper. I think that's cute. I don't know if I'll do it on every single wall in here. That might actually be too much, but start with it. Oh, actually maybe this, because then we can also pair it with this one. Yeah. Like if you get in this place, it's not supposed to be like run down. It's just supposed to be old. So I guess I still have to make it like decent. So I'm just doing my kitchen now. It's not going to be as nice as the other ones. And actually I want to use the new, well, we'll definitely use the blender. That's not the blender. It looks like the blender. I'll definitely use the blender. And I kind of like the stove and the fridge like just being separate from it because it just feels like an old kitchen that they've had to put new appliances in and they don't quite fit properly. I like that idea. I will get a bin in my kitchen, the little one in there. And then, yeah, I want the new little appliance table, which is somewhere in surfaces. Here we go, this one. Because we could actually just put this in the middle of the room. Because it's like, it's a trolley, you know, you push around. As long as I can actually access everything, we'll have to check that. Wait, that's still not the blender. I thought I clicked on the blender. Although maybe the blender should be in the middle of the room. Although that's kind of random though, isn't it? Having a blender on that thing in the middle. But then what else would I put on it? Coffee machine? It is kind of, well, actually, can they chop up on that? That'd be cool. Or is it just appliances? I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave that there to see what we can do with it. I'm going to use this hanging light, but this makes more sense. Might use that in the other rooms too, like there and in here. Pretty big living room. Is it like, it's a pretty big little house. Well, pretty big little house. It is a pretty big little house. Okay, bookcase. We got a new table there. Do these same chairs that we've had, but I'll do a different color. Maybe the green in here. Get the accent table. Get more of the furniture from the pack so we can actually, you know, experience it a little bit. Ooh, this would be great. Another little hat rack thing. Get some more on that side. You know, just more stuff here and there. Ooh, the pots and pans actually is perfect for the kitchen. Maybe even above this. No. Should I put it? No, maybe I will just put it above the stove. Why not? Ooh, a hose. Get a hose out here. We should have a little garden area here. That'd be cute. I want to do a little deck, but it's not going to touch that area. We'll have a little grass around it like this. Yeah. It's like just a small raised deck area like this. And then we can have little garden planters on it. Oh my God, we should do a play. Actually, no, I think there's a playground like, there's one. Oh, we could do a playground here actually. That'd be kind of cool. A hot tub. How could I forget? Maybe under the tree. That definitely seems like if you have this outside a bar, definitely a drowning hazard because you trip and fall into it. But, you know, maybe we'll do it. I don't know if it should be under the tree though. That seems like a bad spot. Maybe over here. How could I forget a hot tub? All right, what was I got distracted. I was looking for these. I wanted some little pots here for my deck, you know? Do a little bit of gardening in my spare time. Got my little hose. I like to sit here on the deck, you know? Have a little drink, look at the mountain. I mean, that's a beautiful view, all things considered. All right, it's a nice little spot. Look at that, isn't that cute? All right, I got distracted. I was trying to, because this is a really big room. Trying to fit like some sort of sensible layout in here is kind of weird. This is definitely the worst part of this building. This is all flowed really well for me, and then this is just, I'm not sure what's going on here. The problem is we've got doors on every single side, and it's just a big square. Because we've got this huge hallway, which is our entrance. I've got this weird door here, which I like. The problem is I like the look of it here. And then the way this is set up, not great either. But I do like the kitchen, delightfully old looking. Okay, this isn't perfect, but it's a little bit better. So the living room's just kind of over there, the dining space just there. And I changed up this, I actually cut in a little office space just there. And it has a window in that little section. Just so like, I guess it's kind of like the business office space, kind of almost part of the business area. And it makes this hallway a little bit smaller because it was massive. And I think that works a bit better. So let's move on. I'm gonna quickly do the bathroom. There we go. Literally nothing special, just all the basics. And then the bedroom. Actually, I just realized this would be so bad. People working out here with the weights go doof, doof, and then on the treadmill go doof, 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 and your bed is right here. Well, this is The Sims. It doesn't actually matter. So there you go. I suppose it could go that way, but I think it makes more sense this way. Make sure it's not too close to the fire. I think it should be right there. We do stone there? Yeah, why not? Okay, simple bedroom. I actually made it a little bit more green just because, I don't know, there's a lot of brown, at least in this apartment. And we've got plenty of red over here and stuff, and there's a lot of brown flooring. So maybe I thought like, let's maybe get a little bit of different color going on. Maybe actually in here, can I do, actually I don't mind the green in there just to mix it up from the red. Yeah, that helps a bit. Because I was just like looking overall, it's just very brown, you know, we need some more color. Just a little bit. I think we can have a bit more fun with the rooms up here as well. All right, well that's that. I haven't put anything on the walls, but I don't think I'll bother because again, we're not gonna see them really. So it's probably best not to waste items on that. We are at $140,000 in value, which is good because the more this lot costs, the more we're gonna get from people coming to visit. So that's a trick. All right, so I've gone around and just done colors in each of the rooms. There's 4 different colors that I've just done on each side. I think that's quite nice, simple. Hopefully will help me make them look a little bit different, you know, the colors, so it's not all just copy paste. Having said that, the rooms are gonna be pretty similar in terms of how it's all gonna work. The next thing I wanna do is figure out bathrooms and stuff. Maybe what we could do is maybe the bigger rooms could have bathrooms and then maybe this is just a shared bathroom for the other rooms. Because like fitting a bathroom in here is just gonna take up the entire room. Whereas this one, we can probably fit one in. It's a little awkward with this diagonal wall here though. I mean, I guess I could just do this, like that. I could even just cut that diagonal out and just have a little empty space. And then, yeah, I think only the bigger rooms. I mean, I guess this one could even just cut into there and that could just be the bathroom. Then that's, I don't know what that is. This one could potentially go like this as well. Although I'm just trying to think about the bed placement because I want to have a door to the balcony. So I could even just do a really long bathroom down there. And then the bed could fit here. A little awkward because then there's no windows at the back for the room. Well, this one, we make that front room a bit smaller. We cut that in half and then that's the bathroom for this room. It does mean the entrance is a little funny, but then that's a slightly smaller room, but then they both get bathrooms that fit in the rooms anyway. And I was thinking we could do, because I kind of want them to have doors to the balcony. I guess they'll just have to share the balcony because I don't want to put a wall in there because it will kind of ruin the whole look that we've got going on where you can kind of see through. Because yeah, what I was thinking is that we can do the thing where I use doors as windows because I think that'll look pretty cool. Maybe just one there though. Sort of in line with those. Oh, I forgot this whole balcony is actually one platform step up. So these doors are gonna look like this on the inside. Actually, that's not too bad because the trim, actually that's okay. I don't mind that. Like it's not perfect, but it doesn't look like the door is floating. It looks like that is purposely a step that you have to go up. Actually, that kind of worked out pretty well. I'm happy with that. I've done those windows on the front. I think that's fine. These ones could actually maybe go to the right a bit more, just to try and visually balance it a bit more. Let's have a look. That's probably a bit better. Yeah, and that's fine. There's no windows in the middle. I guess I could do like small, well, not small, just these higher windows up there. The bathrooms. Okay, so these, hang on, let me just do tiles where the bathrooms are gonna be. So these 3 rooms have bathrooms. This one does not, though I probably could cut in over here because there's all just this space that I don't know what's going to go here. So I could potentially just use this space. It's a big bathroom, but we could do it like that. Oh, it kind of looks weird actually above that area. Because it looks weird this being a wall right here above no like support, whereas a balcony looks okay. I could, if we just forget about the fact that that's a fire, like a chimney, we could just use that as our connection. Because then it doesn't look as weird having the setback. At least I don't think it looks as weird having it like that. Anyway, what I'm saying is then in here, we just do that and then you go to the bathroom that way. Or I guess actually the bathroom there. That probably makes more sense. Because then all 4 rooms will have a bathroom. They're pretty big though. That's a pretty big one anyway. So that actually works pretty well. And we just pretend that that's a chimney all the way up and that you can't walk through there. It's fine. Don't question it. Okay, so back over here. I guess in an ideal world, I would just move this little hallway to the middle, but I don't know that that's going to work with the stairs and how that's all been done. So the other thing we do is we just don't have the door accessible, or you have the door accessible, but just do this. It's just part of this room. And then I guess I just lock that door because I don't really want random Sims walking down here. I sent Deli a picture of like my progress on this. And you know how earlier I said I can smell it? She also texted, I can smell the pub by looking at the red carpet. Oh, this is exactly it. That's so funny. Yeah, so I could just do that. I mean, practically speaking, that probably just makes sense because then I can just use it as a bathroom. It might be a bit silly having the door there. I guess it doesn't make sense, but whatever. All right, so moving over to these ones though. This one is pretty tough. There's not really any space for it. This one I can probably just cut in all the way down here, quite frankly, and just cut this in half. Then we have 2 bathrooms, one for this room and one for that room. This is just a much smaller room, but we can still fit a double bed in it. So that's all that really matters. Like at the end of the day, their rooms, all they care about is having a bed. Like it doesn't even have to be in a room. We can just put it in a grass field and they'd be happy. So I guess that we can just go by that logic. But I'd like the rooms to be nicer. I guess these ones are gonna be nicer and this one, obviously, it's quite big. So we've got these 2 rooms. This room has a bathroom. It's just this one now that doesn't have a bathroom. And I don't know if there's a way I can fit one in, unless we just get a really tiny one. Like we could do a slim line like this, a slim gym. Or I guess actually if I just move the door, hang on, maybe it just makes more sense to do this. I just do that. It just means the door is kind of squished in that little spot, but then we do have a full bathroom. All right, so then these 2 rooms are the same size. That one's just got a way longer hallway. Actually, that door's facing the wrong way. Whoop, there we go. Yeah, that one's got a way longer hallway. That's all, but it works. Okay, cool. So now I'll just make sure these are all painted properly. And I'm gonna get windows in all these rooms because half of them don't have windows like out the back here. This whole back section is just blank. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so the windows are done. These 4 in particular look terrible. These ones I put those over, and I think also I'm gonna do some of this stuff here just to give this a little bit more greenery. So there's more going on over here. But then this is just like, there's a big blank roof there, and then just a blank wall with those windows on it and a flat roof, and it just looks ugh. So I'm not sure. I mean, could I just do these again? Will this just solve our problem? I have to lower them down a bit though. I guess because if I had other packs, I would add more stuff. I'd add like the gutters and stuff coming down the side of the wall and all that. But we only have so many things, so I think I might just have to use those and just keep praying that they work. It's actually not that bad. I think that's fine. And when I landscape a bit more back there, it'll probably be okay. Okay, next job is beds for all the rooms. I mean, I guess I would use the new beds, but these do these feel too like loggy? Oh no, maybe it's okay actually. I don't mind that. I feel like this room is actually, seeing as I got a fireplace right there, I feel like I should put a fireplace in it because it's pretty big. Just do the little one though, like that. Oh, I should probably do all the doors to the bathrooms as well so I know where they're gonna be because that'll change some of the layouts. So let's get all those in. I guess I can just remove that diagonal wall there. It's definitely a weird shape, but it's better than having an empty diagonal space. All right, now that I know where all that's gonna go, let's go ahead and do all the beds. So first I'll go in and position beds and stuff. I think this one makes sense to just face that way. Yeah, that's cute because you can face that. That's quite nice. And actually that color is pretty good too. This room is a little odd. I guess I'll go here, I don't know. I can always move it. And we can do that one, looking good. Then we've got these 2 smaller rooms. We've got the pink room, which I guess the bed would either go here or probably like this, I guess, just so you can come around the corner. Yeah, and then same with this one will just be the same position basically. Oh my gosh, look at that. It actually goes perfectly with it. Maybe that one for this room? Yeah, sure, why not? So those are our 4 bed colors to go with our room colors that we've got. Okay, all the beds are in, pretty simple. I mean, the rooms actually, even the smaller rooms kind of ended up a decent size. I'm actually kind of surprised by that, to be honest. All right, I'm gonna do all the bathrooms because they're all gonna be the exact same thing. I mean, like slightly different layouts, but all the same toilets and everything, so it's not gonna be very uninteresting. Okay, all the bathrooms are done. Really nothing special. It's the same set of items. Not really any decorations, just because this is such a big lot. I don't want to go overboard with decorations in all those little rooms. So then we're gonna do, I guess, bedside tables, which I probably would do, let's see what would go with these. Maybe just these mission ones in a different color. Oh yeah, maybe that, or this one. Or I guess what I did downstairs, which I think was this, right? Okay, they've all got the same bedside tables. Maybe let me do the lighting now, because We've got these big saucer lights in all the rooms, which looks a little silly. Yeah, I think this is a good way of furnishing it, just like sort of kind of doing them all at the same time so it's consistent and we don't spend forever on it. Okay, unfortunately, the lamps are not enough. They're still so dark. That's the problem with the base game stuff is like you really need more lights. I don't know if I really want, because then I feel like this is way too bright. And then some of the other ones that are hanging down, they hang really low. So they kind of cut in the room. Maybe this light would work. Just like make it more boring looking. Okay, I did some wall lights and then some of the rooms have like standing lamps as well. And then I feel like we need rugs. Okay, there we go. That helps a little bit. And then definitely if we can get a dresser, I think most of the rooms can probably fit one. These two smaller rooms here, maybe I should do it. I can probably fit one. It just needs to be, none of these other ones are that small. It's a little bit of a squeeze. Maybe I'll just leave it out of those rooms there. But these rooms are massive. This one's got 2 in it. Maybe I should do 2 in this one as well, because this room is just so big. In fact, I'll do lights like this over them. Okay, so now they all have dressers except for those 2 rooms because they're just too small. I mean, it's already looking pretty full without doing any more crazy like decorations or anything, but definitely on the really large rooms, we can fit a couch in here as well for sure. We'll get this here. Wow, that's very blue. This one is a bit random. We have a big blank wall there. Maybe these should actually be on this wall. This is where I had it before. Maybe that makes more sense because then we could put like a TV on something on this wall. Actually, I don't want to put a TV because then I feel like all the Sims on the lot will come into this room and watch a TV. So I don't think I'll do that. But I guess we could have this and then maybe a desk or something. Well, they don't have any small desks in this game, in the base game and Adventure Awaits. So I guess I'll just use a big desk. All right, so we've got a couple things in there. Just do a little bit of art in that room. I guess maybe, yeah, some of these larger walls here with nothing on them can just have the artwork on it as well. But most of the spaces are now, I would say, filled. Like, I guess I could do curtains, but I do think if I do curtains, it's going to start getting really cluttered. And also just, the rooms are pretty dark as it is. And I think if I add, to find one that even fits, it would have to be a small curtain, otherwise it's going to be too big. I think it's just going to be too much. I actually think it looks fine without them. So I think I'm pretty happy with the rooms. Like, I think that's done. Now, I guess this hallway lobby area, let's fix this up a bit. All these lights as well. I think I'll use these same like little lights in these hallways because it just makes sense. Pretty good wall lights. And then here, I mean, can I just get a large chandelier? I mean, we don't have a very large one in base game, but this one still, I feel like hangs probably low enough, right? Oh, actually that's really small. I gotta thought it was bigger. What about this one just sized up? Does that look okay? It's maybe a little, it maybe looks a little goofy. What about this one sized up? Actually, this one maybe is better. That one's too big. Yeah, look, it is a little goofy because you can tell it's just a sized up regular chandelier, but you know, I think it gets the job done. Okay, so up here, I guess really what I'm looking for is if there's any more activities that we haven't done. So we've got the poker table, the games table, the card table, we've got darts, we've got music for dancing. We don't have any TV or anything, so maybe we could do a TV up here. Because I'm not against a TV, I just didn't want to put it in one of the rooms so everyone goes into that room. Now, realistically, having a TV up here with all the guest rooms, probably not a great idea, but that's not my problem, you know? That's the guest's problem. How do I want to arrange this? Get one of these lights up here too. Just a weird space because a door is there. And I was gonna put the TV there, which doesn't really, okay, you know what? Let me see, what other stuff is there before I commit to that? Archery, actually, we could possibly have archery out here. Is there actually archery nearby? There's a whole gardening space just there. I think archery's down over there. It's not there at the moment, but it does spawn in there in the world, like a little competition. It's not that close. We could maybe do like a little range down there, but I was gonna maybe do a playground. There's not really any other activities in base game, so I do think a TV is probably the way to go. That door is in such an awkward spot. I mean, I suppose I can move it. It doesn't have to be right there. It could be here. Whatever it is. Oh, I forgot the windows look weird on the diagonal. Like it makes it really wide. I guess it doesn't actually look that bad from here because it kind of just looks like it's the same door setup. So maybe we just do that. It's still a little funny behind there. I guess the other thing is I could move it there and then move that in the middle because that still works. Maybe we'll do that. Move that there. Yeah, we'll get the one plant that we have. Lovely. Some ambiance with a lamp. It's very brown and drab up here, but it is, you know, it is what it is. That's the space that we've got, okay? On a beautiful piece of art. Look at that. Okay. That's that. I don't know if I really want to put anything else in this hallway specifically, but we could do just some like pictures and stuff because it is a little, like I think I need something. There's not that many pictures though, so if I start putting pictures up, it's going to be really repetitive is the problem. Unless I maybe just use some of these again. I think, is there 3 variations of this? Let's see. So there's that one, that, oh, they're all different. The frames don't have the same colors though. Could do something like that. There's supposed to be a pub with a bunch of stuff on the walls, but I don't know if that just looks like I put a bunch of stuff on the walls. Maybe it does. Okay, and then out here, whatever, I'm just gonna go with it. Out here, I mean, really, like it would be seating, but I'm trying to think, is there, well, actually, does the, barbecues. Actually, a barbecue would be good out the back. That won't start any fires. Check that out here. I was gonna add some seating out here, which well, we haven't really done the outside yet. We'll get back to that. Outdoor activities. Can we do the telescope under here? It does let me place it there without move objects. It would be cool looking out over the lake from up here. I don't know if they're actually gonna use it though, because I feel like in live mode, unless they've changed it, it's just like, it doesn't work because it's undercover. Even though clearly you could see out, but maybe we'll just try it. And I don't really want to put seats here because I don't want people sitting out here, but maybe I'll get some of these plants as decoration so you could see something from outside. Yeah. That's all right. Okay, pretty simple. All right, so that is the upstairs, and I guess the interior now is done, right? Like, I'm just paint the side of that, and that one. Yeah, that's the interior. That took a long time. Well, actually, it didn't take that long. I think especially because the upstairs, all the rooms are basically the same, but we've tried to do different colors and stuff. I think that sort of saved a bit of time. Now, down over here, we're gonna wanna do, well, I don't wanna do too much outdoor seating because I don't really think there's gonna be that many things happening out here, but we'll definitely will do some tables because otherwise they'll never sit out here. So maybe we'll do a couple of these and then a picnic table, which I don't know that they'll really use this, but we'll get it out there. This barbecue is staff only. It's not really, but hopefully no one starts fires with that. And then we've got the hot tub just there. We could do a campfire. That'd be kind of cool. Have a little fire pit down here. It is under a tree though. Yeah, that's all right, as long as it doesn't get out of control. Famous last words. All right, where are those plants out around the front? Because I feel like we should get some, I don't know, like edging or something. Some little tables out here as well for your drinks and stuff, which I'm sure that they will never actually use, but it's just for decoration. I don't like these. I don't know why I did that. Get those out of there. Actually, I think they could maybe go between these tables and the bottom. It's like that. Oh, I need them to be on the lower half as far in as possible. Sort of acts as like a little barrier there. Actually, why not just put it on the grid? It'll be better. And then just line these up to it. Yeah. Yeah. Because then that's like they're sitting against those. That's quite nice. I don't know if I made them red for the front to match, but maybe not red at the back. Maybe just like the wooden sort of color. This is kind of randomly placed. Maybe I can go more over here somewhere. Maybe I need a second one. I think having one maybe looks a little odd. Just trying to do something with the brick to make it look a little bit more intentional and have like little shrubs and stuff around here. That's too big. That's gonna get in my way. Yeah. Okay, that's a bit better. Cute. And then lighting wise, do we have any sort of fairy lights? I don't think so. There's these. Not really what I'm after, but I could use them. That's all we've got in base game. Hang on, let me try and place them properly. I don't know if I love these, but sometimes you got to deal with what you've got, you know? Let me start from the other side and come. They don't even really join properly. I mean, I don't hate it. I think if you download this with another pack, you could probably change these out for some other lights, but I guess for base game only and adventure away, it's pretty good. Oh, can I not do it on this side? Okay, well, I'm not going to bother then. I'm only going to do it where it's easy because it doesn't look that good that I feel like I have to do it everywhere. I mean, actually, that's kind of cute from a distance, to be fair. You don't see it on this level. Should I also do it under here, maybe just so we can see it? Yeah, go on then. It is actually providing decent light when you have a lot of them, to be fair. And I might get out, where's that vent? That like wall vent thing. Must be in build mode. Yeah, this, just because the kitchen is there. So I was like, maybe we can have like that's like the vent for the kitchen or something. All right. I mean, yeah, it's actually kind of cute. I actually don't hate those now. I think maybe one by themselves I didn't like the look of, but when you had all of them, I think it works. We get the jellyfish lights. I mean, I guess it'd be rude not to use these. It's around the hot tub. A couple of these around. Okay, so the question is, am I doing a playground or am I doing archery? Maybe playground, because it's like a pub, like you bring the kids here and then they can go in the, kids go play. We're gonna have a drink, you know? Classic. All right, so how do we, what do we want to do here? It probably can't be too big because, well, maybe we could have, do we do a separate slide or do we want the whole, well, hang on, we could do, there's like this one here, like a pre-made one. Maybe this is the way we should do it. Or there's the bigger one. Well, the one that just goes up higher. Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll start with this and then, because I kind of want to have, let's make this a little bit bigger because I want to have the regular slide as well. So let's get another one of these platforms just there. Can I rotate that? Yeah, I can. And I'm gonna move the ladder there. And I'll just get a fence piece, fence piece there. Okay, cool. Then we'll get slides here. So I have slide and slide, very good. And a little climbing section there. Okay, so then we got both slides. Climbing. I guess the thing that we're missing is like the tunnel thing, but that's okay. I mean, there's a bunch of other pieces, but that's cool. Do we want to do different color at all? We could do red maybe on that and maybe yellow there. Yeah, that's fun. And then let's maybe do some painting because we got a huge tree back here. I feel like this should be a little bit more brown. Oh, I got to go do my garden too. All right, then under this should definitely be more brown. And the end of the slide as well, maybe a little bit more dirt there. I might actually just do like a couple of pine trees there just to sort of, you know, frame that off. So it's like, okay, that's that bit there. Oh, around the front, maybe I should do this as well. These little fairy light things. Oh, they're actually different. I didn't realize that's the color I picked. I got pink. I guess that's fine. I did not realize that that's what I picked. I don't mind that. So we'll get those around the front as well. I think I want it on this bit. Yeah. Okay, how am I placing these? It's kind of, oh, it's being weird. It's actually just great outdoor lighting. Also, yeah, like pubs and hotels that are like this in Australia have these like, well, not like stars, but they have like fairy lights all over the place. In the outdoor area. I mean, not all of them, obviously, but it's pretty common. I can't easily place them. Oh, wait, actually, there we go. Never mind. It was kind of snapping at the wall, but now it's working. This is so good. Go around the corner too. Why not? Be rude not to. Maybe not. Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, it's gone again. Game? All right, whatever. I won't do the side. Just the front bit. Okay, I feel like that helps a lot, actually. And then I should do like, just like a plant here or something. Nothing crazy, just a couple of things here. All right, so back over to my little slice of paradise. I get one of these in here. Basically the same thing, just on this side. Just my own little garden of plants. They're just doing little flowers and stuff. And then I guess I could use this space. Maybe I could do archery back here, but I think it will just be like, it's just a garden, you know? Actually, what we could do back here, I might go ahead. I'm going to put one of these in, the fire prevention system. It doesn't have to be back here, but I just feel like it looks like something can go on the side of the building here. Just so we get some sprinklers popping out if we have a fire. That might be nice, you know? Okay, a little bit of terrain paint. I think that's going to do it. And then we can add more stuff in as well, like as we need it. But I think we've got it. This is the Junction Hotel, because this whole neighborhood's called Jellyfish Junction, I believe. And I didn't want to call it the Jellyfish Hotel. I feel like that kind of implies we've got a jellyfish theme, which we definitely do not. So I just call it the Junction Hotel. And I think it looks, I mean, I'm so like super stoked with how it turned out. I think it looks great. I feel like it fits in the area. It's pretty big, but I think it's not like so big that it's like out of place. Like I think it makes sense. And I'm definitely excited to play this. So we've gone out, we'll just do a quick overview. We come in here, this is our main entrance, our little lobby. Got the room keys just down here so you can get your room, or you can just go on through to the beautiful restaurant and bar area. Look at this place. Get your breakfast buffet just here, get your coffees and your hot chockies. Hang out with the jukebox, you know, play a game of oh, I just realized I left this one here. That's not supposed to be there. Get out of here. Hang out with the jukebox, play a game of chess, go to the dartboard, play a game of cards, get a drink at the bar. Look at this beautiful place. Isn't it stunning? Let's go back over this way. Put the walls up. Oh, look at this. Come through. Look at the little grand entry. Oh, the upstairs actually has the wrong ceiling. I just realized. This is why a tour is good. It should probably still be the same ceiling. Anyway. Through here, we've got the beautiful included gym, you know, hotel gym. It's a luxury that shouldn't be taken for granted, you know? It's a beautiful gym. And we got a nice little bathroom. Okay, I'm not gonna look at the bathroom in first person. Oh my God, my room, or my house, down this grim hallway. Got a nice little office area. All right, I mean, this turned out okay. I think the layout is still weird. I think it's just a strange room to fit stuff in. And I got my little kitchen in there. And I got my bathroom, and then we've got my bedroom. I gotta be honest, it doesn't look as good in first person. Let's get out of first person. I think first person's ruining it. I think it looks good because the place has, like, there's a lot of stuff going on. But if you look up close, because I haven't, like, massively detailed every single room, then you just end up with a big blank wall, which I think is totally fine for gameplay, but because we're going to be looking like this and there's so much stuff going on, so I'm not too worried about it. But I think when you look in first person, it doesn't look as good. So that's all, you know, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, over here, we've got our little commercial kitchen. It's where our staff and chefs are going to work. So yeah, oh yeah, so the way this is going to work, me as the owner, I'll just like basically lock this door and I guess maybe this door. So I guess guests can probably still go through this way, but whatever. So I'll just like lock that area off and then staff and guests, I guess, the problem is I can't really lock this for guests and let staff in. That's the problem. That's the one thing we can't really do, which is a shame. I'm really hoping that if they just add like a lock for roles, like if you lock that door for everyone but the host or everyone but the staff role or whatever, and then allow access to certain roles, that would make a huge difference because right now I can either lock it for my sim or no one basically. So I don't know how we're gonna actually manage the kitchen, but we'll figure that out. And then out the back, we've got our little deck area, which of course you just saw, playground. Moving upstairs, we've got 8 bedrooms, all double beds. I guess in gameplay, I might change these all to single beds because right now they're all double. That's fine. I think it makes sense just visually and for an actual hotel room. But if we change these all to single beds, instead of 8 Sims, we could get 16. And by 16 would make a lot more money. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes in gameplay. But as far as like a hotel build goes, I think that's good. And it's just gonna be the default cozy bed and breakfast. I guess I'll change the guest count to 8. So we've got 8 guests, 2 staff, because then that'll just default to 8 people coming in. All right, there we go. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. This will be available for download on the gallery once the pack is out. And of course, if you haven't already seen it, I do a Let's Play in this hotel, seeing how it runs as an owner, but then also seeing how it runs as a guest, because you can play both ways in this pack. So I'm definitely interested to play both of those approaches and see how it differs and if it makes sense. So yeah, if you haven't seen that video, make sure to check that out. But thank you so much to my top level members for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, suggestions, or feedback, or any ideas for future videos, especially with getaways, because I feel like there's just so many things. I've got so many ideas, and I'm really excited to keep trying out more and different things. But if you've got any, let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.